Hello Internet and welcome to another GamePlug review. My name's Jamie and I've been playing Pokken Tournament. You might have noticed over the last week or two that the planet's in the midst of another Pokemon craze, and that led me to finally try out this Wii U exclusive. The brainchild of the Pokemon Company and Namco Bandai, Pokken Tournament puts you in control of Pokemon the way you've always wanted, in a straight up head-to-head beat-em-up. With a pretty minimalist roster, you start your adventure maining one of the 14 playable Pokemon who you'll carry through the game's story mode. A simple ladder-based progression system, starting in the Green League, progressing to the Blue, and eventually the Red and Chroma Leagues, with a little Mewtwo-based mystery thrown in to create some palpable intrigue. Each battle your Pokemon wins will level it up, and allow you to spend skill points in one of the few categories such as Synchronization, Attack, Defense, or Strategy. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, yeah, right. That's not really where the fun's to be had in this title. The fun comes from learning the different Pokemon's moves, skills, and showing off burst attacks when you've filled up the synergy gauge. Most of these attacks are based off vanilla Pokemon Mega Evolutions, with Charizard, Sceptile, Mewtwo, Gengar and others, all transforming into Mega Evolutions of themselves to unleash burst attacks. After a few rounds I thought I might find myself growing tired and wary of the minimalist story component, repetitive battles, and simplicity of the game. But there's a nice increase in difficulty that goes along with the progression that is pretty rewarding. Trying to keep a 100% streak intact fighting through the leagues always keeps that air of edge. That'll create a personal challenge. The game doesn't end in story mode though. You also have free battle modes where you can play local multiplayer, utilising the Wii U's gamepad and other controllers should you have them, an online mode which, based on a simple lobby room mechanic, works well, when you can find players, and a constant customisation pool in a similar vein to that of Tekken. It makes you want to update your avatar every time you unlock something cool. On the whole, Pokken Tournament really isn't for fans of fighting games. Whilst there's some depth, and yes it's present at this year's EVO roster, I can't help but think that this is a Pokemon game for Pokemon fans. And if you're one of those fans, you'd be doing yourself a disservice in not picking it up. I've had far more fun in the 10 hours that I've put into Pokken than I have with Smash, or with Street Fighter V, or other fighting titles of that nature. I plan on sinking countless hours more into my Charizard's unbeaten record. Oh, and Darkrai's going to be a DLC. Maybe. Probably. It would be a shame for this game to just be wrapped up. Given the support that the arcade cabinets have over in Asia, I think we'll likely see Namco take a similar approach to this one that they do with the Tekken series, and throw in the DLC model of Smash. But what happens to Pokken going forward? Does it get a sequel on an X? Does it become an arcade exclusive? Or will support continue on Wii U in the coming years? At this stage nobody really knows, but what I know, as a human who's been transfixed with this for the last few days, is Pokemon is fun, no matter what iteration it's in, and a fighting game is just what the fans needed. It sits right up there on the recommended pile.